The Buckeyes will kick it away first. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Here they're trying to get to the edge. Discards a man. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down.
All right, guys.
Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Buckeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right. As a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Pulls it in. It's Lamb. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
Such a great job on the defense, winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Working that left side now. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
That is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield and down that ball?
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got a man. It's Black. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Hit just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt, looking for daylight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Looking to throw, it's Nolan. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The run from the shotgun. Went to the running game on third down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. Slips through the line, and the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, 3-and-out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this game.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They go to the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player. But this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Gets rid of it. Snagged on the outside. It's LeBlanc. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Buckeyes are on the move.
Yeah, that's a big gain down the field, and the big fellow was wide open. I'll tell you what, nobody around. The defense kind of lost sight of him, and he took it.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
They'll run play action. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. That's 20. And he's going to score on the interception.
That's some bullshit.
That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
Ready to try the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
I've seen that guy go over there.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Here's the handoff. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47 now.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
The running back has it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans are going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this room.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful.
And they knocked him down almost immediately.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Back to throw, it's Nolan. Quickly out to the tight end. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the tight end.
Take my
He's
fourth
close
down.
to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short play. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. They'll try to pick up the first. The Buckeyes get enough for the first down.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. It's so important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
after the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fired in there, but incomplete. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Makes the grab down the middle. Good.
Take my last fourth and 4.
Stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush. And you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it.
Pass on the way, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid
Come
return
on.
on the pick.
What is that?
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just had to get rid of them. A good job to avoid the loss. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Black. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. Assault continues. Got his man downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them never make a play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll step in.
Good job, guy.
Touchdown, Ohio State. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns on the ground for the big play.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Tech. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Yes?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Gentry. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. From the gun, running back on the move.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Fires to the big fella. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job on the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. It'll be a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And they sniff that draw out. The draw unit willing to sell that pass like they're going to throw the ball down the field, but the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
It's complete to the left. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here short in the future.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him tonight.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Got some room headed to the goal line, and he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They'll keep it on the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Now they line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Nolan. He's got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. To the ground to try to pick up the first. The Buckeyes will keep this drive going. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Chop. Brought to the ground, but not before getting it up for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
They pick up the first down on the drive route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on first down, stopping a couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Back to pass, it's Nolan. Reacted well to the tip and just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it will be 3rd down. They've held the ball forever. Relentless drive, but what a win for the defense if they can force a field goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on it after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
He's looking to throw. He's going to fire deep. The pass was incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks through and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out there inside the horseshoe.
Just about set to put total leathers. We are deadlocked here in the third. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots and try to make some plays and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The play action fake. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Sweet cut there. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going with their offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The Scarlet Knights will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it! Touchdown, State University of New Jersey! And that one will put him up here in the second half. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Northwestern was able to come away with the win as they have in Evanston so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First play in the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Touchdown, Rutgers! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball goes. Take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the field.
This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Caught near the sticks. It's Lamb. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Makes the catch. It's Lamb. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Off the play fake. He's right on target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. The Buckeyes will move the sticks.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Running to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with him. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Moving out of the pocket. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Buckeyes get it past the sticks.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inch, you just have to go execute and do it.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but they can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone, and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had, the defense. Well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
on to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is top.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired.
Nothing but green ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice, solid forward tackle from this sophomore. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And that is just about a perfect run as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse. And they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. He fires to the left side. Complete downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. That's caught. It's chopped. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Finds a spot in the middle. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing
God damn it.
And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Power football with the run. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to the ground with the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Leaves it with the running back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Off-play action. And the quarterback held up to and sacked at the 12.
Your offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This defense is playing excellent on this drive here. Critical down and distance. 2nd and goal and 3rd and goal. They're able to get sacks and push the offense back, now forcing a field goal.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 31 over the Royals. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's got great speed. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head." Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a point.
He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's LeBlanc. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, is still short of the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the run. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points were waiting on them. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. We're just going to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He makes the catch. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on second down. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
The offense set for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
To the air, it's Sayin. Grabs it in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quickly to the tight end. And boy, is he
Bring my
close to
board,
that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
No hesitation on that call, and no reason not to go for it on fourth and inches.
We're bigger than you, we're tougher than you, we're stronger than you, and we're going to get a push, and they did it right there.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. It was a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. On the ground, it's Chop. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, and certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The run to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right, is the defense. You keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Good, really get started there. Pick up of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Sayin. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lamb. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That's a great play call there, guys. I love it. Listen, they didn't get the first down, but this QB sneak on the very next play is going to get it, and this drive's going to keep going.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And the Buckeyes pick up the first down.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. We get in these short yardage situations. Who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week. Challenge the manhood of the offensive line, and they come through in a big way.
A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Touchdown, Ohio State. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Okay, one possession game. Got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Set and pick up chunk yardage. He's looking for a man on second down. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Pulls it in. It's Gentry. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On second down, he's looking downfield. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. A shot toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover.
Big game right there, guys. That was hard.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team. Staying focused, understanding it's a close battle. Win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got to win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the double.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.